All right, guys, you guys saw the free bandoliers we did for Cyber Monday. We have built over 360 of those last I heard yesterday. There's probably another 100 of them done by now. This is the improved bandolier, and that's what I'm going to build right here for just for final math. These are open. You can buy these. These are on the website. The free ones are not on the website. The improved one is. I'm going to build this one more time, figure out the math, and then we'll do the patterning for it and start building these on Monday. So you'll start seeing these ship midweek probably. So I'm not real sure on what all the math was on that right now. So we're going to figure that out as we go here. These Sharpies I pulled out of my other workspace. These things have got to be 5 years old. I don't know if they're even right. I have Sharpie all over me already. And we know the lids. Actually, we'll go ahead and get this piece out of here. Where did I just put those big ass scissors at? I find it's always easier to push this way if I'm tracing or marking on the right-hand side. It's faster for me to work left than to have to come past it and then come back to it. So whichever direction you're working. And I know this makes no sense to a lot of dudes, but when you do this for a long time and you do a lot of pieces, it adds up. It'll literally, like the silly little things that I say like that, it'll add up to fucking 2 years on the back end of your life. Just like this, like cutting all these verticals first, and don't blast past this line because you don't want the next thing you're doing to have those little cuts in there. But doing your vertical cuts first, rather than doing this and coming off and doing this and then coming off, it's all economy of motion. It all adds up. And when you're training your employees on how to do shit and you show them those processes and explain that to them, then have them repeat it back to you so that you know they heard it, and then have them demonstrate it so that you know they know it. And if you teach them in that manner and they actually do it in that manner, your production will be much, much higher. Because it's all about capacity. No matter, you can get all the business you want. If you can't build it, you have no capacity. So you have to be much more efficient. All right. We're going to hem this over 1 inch here. The coating on this tiger stripe is awesome, but it also doesn't show marks real well. So when you start building this stuff, or if you are building this stuff, it's the redundancy over and over and over, the repetitiveness. It becomes monotonous. And if you're building the same piece, sew the first piece and know how long it takes, and your goal on the next one is to get quicker and quicker and like race with yourself. You will become fast and efficient in that manner. The most expensive thing in your shop is you. And the second most expensive thing in the shop is labor. And your labor should be more expensive than the people you are paying to do the labor. So you should also be the best person in your shop. I know a lot of people will take issue with that, but how can you hold anybody accountable to do things when you can't demonstrate them yourself also? And we're talking about craftsmanship here. We're not talking about big business, but I mean, it applies also. You'll hear a lot of people are like, well, I don't have to do that job because I pay somebody to do that job and it frees me up to do other jobs. I 100% understand it. When I'm sewing things in the building, I am not making social media posts or communicating with customers and making sales, right? But there's still the other side to that. Why are they there? They are there because you did the thing in the beginning that got the attention, that allowed you to hire the people, and now you don't have to do those processes. We need some Velcro still. I don't think I have any 3-inch loop out here. And how long did we make that for? We need mag lids also. No, he brought me everything but 3-inch. Okay, I think I have enough to start this. We'll fab up the pull tabs and the attachment points last. We'll get started on this. This fucking table is not level. Huh? It's the building? Well, it's the way the building was set. Tim and Matt lifted it up to spray foam everything, but they are not the best at leveling. Because we just had the skid steer. We didn't have a proper... We should probably have those guys next time they're in delivering a building or something. just pay them and get them to do this proper. Yeah, because we're only blocked out on the outsides. There's no blocks running down the center, which is why it's, you know, settling more. We put this one on gravel, whereas the other one we put on chert and then put gravel around it once it was in. Also, I think aren't we on fucking railroad ties on part of this?
I think so, because they burnt.
Yeah, they caught on fire at that one time. So that's probably part of it too. We just need to lift it up and do it proper. By we, I mean somebody who is not us. Bonus points if we sit in the building, do a video while they're outside leveling the building. We'll make the money to pay them while we're in here working. And here we go. I actually want to build these one at a time. Thread. Yeah. that thread again, man. This thing's sure not winding a lot on here. Push that down some, that'll give us more thread on there. You can adjust it to where it kicks off, how full it winds that bobbin. And it might be the thread, that hook Velcro just catching it and it's fraying that.
Yeah.
I don't care for that thread there either. It's not the stuff we normally use.
Just a different company? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a different option. I know I had fucking 2 pieces of this Velcro. Here it is underneath. It's in the shadow. All right, so this is the part that folds over, makes the lip, kind of holds the shape, makes it a little stiffer where the mag comes in and out. You can put this on the outside here, but then you risk hitting this Velcro. I would rather have it down here, just barely under that lip, so that it funnels all that past that Velcro. So that's how I'm going to set this. I'm going to set this Velcro here, so it is actually just a 1/4 inch above the line where I'm going to set that at. So I think I have these at 16. That's what I moved these out to. That's 10. Nope. Yeah, I'm at 18. So 9. Yeah. There's the center. I'm going to add a 1/4 inch to each of these slots. They weren't Z folding up. They were not accordion as well as the others, so that should take care of that. Weaved over a little bit. I'm going to come back over this section here. You can see right there where I came down, bows down that line. I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that stitch line out of there after I've already sewn the new one in. If you cut those tails off as you're going, you don't have as much to pull through. It goes much quicker if you just make a couple cuts on that. Now you've separated that. There's still going to be that stitch line on the bottom here. Get that out of there so it doesn't have mags catch on it or anything. All right, let's fabricate pull tabs and attachment hardware. What did I make these out of? 1.5 inches? Okay. The production ones will have webbing on them, but this is a nice touch. So do this, show you how this works. You can build them horizontal or vertical, depending on your preference for pattern, whether you care if it matches or not. I don't know how the fuck these get worn off all the time. Like I've had the same one 30 years, and I've never had it fucking wear off of there like that.
Is it embossed a little bit?
No, they're not at all embossed. They're fucking garbage. So all you're going to do here to make 3.5 inch webbing is you're just going to get a strip that is 3 inches wide. That's all you need. You're going to fold it in to the center, both sides, just like we make any of the other webbing. So there's that. And then I want some 1 inch, so I'm going to just go 2 inches. I just fucked that up, didn't I? That's more than 2 inches. I got that. No, that's right, 3 inches. How long did I make those pull tabs? Yeah, but are they 4.5 or 5? Let's go ahead and run. Sew those center lines down. Did you hear it snap that thread?
Look, you're going off like
It's
that.
backlashing is why it's cutting. It's not. I saw it do it. It's popping slack and it's getting caught in here. That's what's doing it. At least that's what just did it. I'm out sewing the machine. I'm not, the motor is.
No, you are. Ordered a roll of like fabric and it's been like completely screwed up pattern wise?
No. They're usually pretty on it. Like there's a machine I saw the other day it's old, dude. Old, like before 90s, I think. And it looks at your fabric roll and detects blemishes and tells you and notifies you as it's rolling it that there's a blemish. And that was some, I even asked Collier, I'm like, what is that machine for? I've never seen one. And that's what it was. So, I mean, nowadays, like we see it listed as seconds, or we'll order stuff and they're like, hey, we don't have enough first. Can you take seconds? And usually on seconds, we can't even see what's wrong with it. Like we've gotten it before where the coating's smeared on the back or something, and we can use it like where it's going to get back to back. But I've not really seen it. Like, I mean, yeah, occasionally we'll see where like there's a glitch in the pattern or something. Yeah. But no, they're like pretty on that shit. What do you think?
I don't know, I was just thinking, I was like, man, out of all a roll, like how long it is.
We've been buying 75-yard rolls. That's what we've been getting. That's why they're so heavy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, especially on like the, I don't know what it's called. It's like the cryptic or
Cryptek?
Like that stuff. I would figure there would be like, there's just so much room for error.
We saw a lot of overages on ATAX because we were buying it from a different mill and they actually listed their seconds. So we always bought seconds. And sometimes we get it like, as long as you get it where it's finished, there's finished, unfinished. If you get it unfinished, it's like just loose, like there's no coating on it. It's useless for us. We can't use it for shit. It's literally garbage for what we're doing. Where did I put, here it is. Cutting these at 4.5. I should test one before I chop them all up, but too late now.
As you're saying it, I should test.
I just have in my head. I have in my head that it should be 5, but I can make it work this way. So you can see here, mostly black, and then I've got some patterns. So I'm going to fold this in a manner towards that black is mostly behind there, so that you don't see it. Ooh, just fucking cut that right when I went backwards. Is it getting worse? It seems like it's getting
I
worse.
think it's getting worse.
I think it's this thread.
If there's more tension, does it make it snap more if there's like a burst?
It can change things. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely lower the tension and see if that helps the issue. I just lowered the tension as you were saying that. But right here, I'm sewing through 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm throwing through 4 layers of Cordura, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 layers of Cordura, and the hook Velcro. The hook Velcro is probably what's doing it. It's almost always when you're sewing through hook Velcro. Power through it. But that's on there. I mean, it's on there well. It's not going to come off. That lid's done. This is my sample lid. Let's put that over there before it's mixed up. That's almost all black. Let's put this piece here where we'll have some nice pattern there. I think that side looks cooler. Let's put that out there. All right, if you're going to mess it up, here's where you're going to ruin the whole thing. Not really. I mean, yeah, it is really, but I'm not going to ruin the whole thing. This is where a normal person would ruin the whole thing.
A supreme person.
You normal humans. Filthy humans. This. Chopped it. We bought this as 500, but it feels like 1,000. The coating on here it's awesome. It's ridiculous, but it's awesome. They put such a heavy coating on this stuff. It's also heavier if you weigh it. So this is the lip I was talking about where AK mag will catch this. M4 mag slides in and out all day. AK will catch this. If you're going to build this rig for AK, I would double layer this whole thing. So I would have first started with something twice as tall and folded it in half. And then you wouldn't have anywhere for it to catch. It would make this twice as heavy. It would add labor, it would add material. And but that's the way you would do this if you were doing this, or you'd completely build it differently. Just like on the top of a mag pouch holding AK mags, individual slots, you can't have any edge tape. It'll tear, it'll eat the edge tape. So that's the real answer is no AKs for this. No AK for you, 1 year. How fucking long is this? It really shrunk up. Let's just find center off of here. I added 1/4 inch into each of these mag slots, so it's a little tight with the lids to get it to zigzag fold up, and I want this to do that, so that's why I added the size in there. You know what I'm forgetting? There's no lid closures on this. What I do these at 4 inches. Yep. Time is it?
3. Sometimes my questions are answered before I ask.
What are you gonna
I was
ask?
like, do you travel across as you do the Velcro, or do you stop every time?
You can do both, but there's no sense to. I don't want to cut the thread,
Yeah.
man. It's just faster to sew across. Why?
Just from Bandolier Lives Matter.
Oh.
From the name of it, I was like, they're gonna get you.
Nah. That's what it did. It cut one of those fibers and just started to run it up through the eyelet. That did not break that thread. It was just pulling it back through. You can see it's not ripped. Although it did sound like that. I don't have this front piece as high as I want it compared to the back piece. That's why I started over. What just happened? Oh, I was blocking that light. All right. Now we're going to take our fancy 1-inch webbing that we made. I know I made 4 pieces. I got 4 pieces, but I'm only seeing... What in the world? All right, well, we have enough to do more. Need buckles. cut that thread again.
Just the same cone we had on here last time?
Yeah, I haven't changed it. It's just this thick coating and how heavy the material is. Probably it's just a combination of all of it. That bottom piece is in there good. I just want to make sure that top piece had another line in there. Roll that up so we can see better here. We can take that completely, put it up against the wall behind you. Right about even. So to put these in from top there, you just walk them in. It's going to be easier though to do this. There we go. That was a little taller. So I stuck before I moved the paper. All right, there's that. There's that other piece of webbing. I don't know how it got over here. There it is.
Oh, it's glory.
For all your fruit ninjas. Ciao.
Still bundle up.
Yeah, it'll bundle it better. That's why I put that 1/4 inch into those slots. The other one was pretty tight.
Oh yeah.
It's still way bulkier with those lids though. Like
Still, that one's
just,
a lot better like that.
oh yeah, but having the lids makes it way thicker than that for sure.
Yeah.
Because you added 2 layers of Cordura right here, and then 2 layers on the face, and then 4 layers right here. Like it's added, you know, a good 1/4 inch. I'll bet this folded up versus this folded up is probably a solid inch or more taller. But you have lids. There it is. And that is the improved 4-mag bandolier. Those are available on the website. You can order this, you can order whatever you want. These are 85 bucks. These are pretty badass, as stripped down as they are. Just to carry 4 mags in your center console, put a big rubber band around it, keep it in your pack, hand out other ammunition, use it as replenish for your main, whatever you want to do. Leave some comments, let me know what you think. How do you plan to run yours? What is the use that you're going to use it for?